Hello everybody, it's Mama Shah here. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. Today's video is sponsored by McDonald's. Use code Charlotte for 100% off your next drink. Of course, it's a joke. McDonald's, don't come after me. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys a bit about some secrets about getting your surgeries paid for. Before we get into this video, quick disclaimer. This is not about me saying people use the system, people go against it. I'm telling you guys the reason why this is the best way to do it. First, before we start though, I want to let you guys know that I actually have a partnership with the company called Coco Collabs. It's actually on the screen right now. They have bikinis and stuff. It's fairly pricey if you're not looking for a pricey bikini and stuff like that. It's still nice. There's dresses, bikinis, all that stuff. I'm gonna be getting mine here in a while. But if you use my code, which is not, I haven't got it yet, but if I get it by the time I'm editing this video, then I will put it down in the description or put it right here anyways. But at this point, I just got collabed with them and it's really good. I actually get 30% of revenue that gets made by each sale, so that might help me out a lot. So if you guys can, please support me by doing that stuff as well. It's going to be for, I think, 25% off of your order if you use my code. So they might be a little pricey, but you can bring them down just by using my code. For those of y'all that have supported on my Patreon, please go, thank you so much for supporting on it because you guys have helped me out last month. I'm gonna let you guys in on what's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks for me. If you guys don't know, I have 2 weeks left of my unemployment pay, and then I'm on, basically I have no money. At that point, I have to get a job or I can get some help from you guys. The reason why I'm asking you guys for help is because at the same exact time, I have my surgery. My breast augmentation is going to be on August 2nd. You guys have not seen the live stream, go check it out. It is on the 2nd of August. And I'll have a 2-week long recovery process, and that is going to basically keep me out of work. So if you guys can, please support and help me out. I think the goal is going to be $930 for those 3 weeks, because that would be how much I would usually make on an unemployment paycheck. And it will kind of help me get past those weeks so that I can push back my job a little bit further so it doesn't interfere with my breast augmentation. Please let me know. Please support me. Go on to Patreon. More so, go donate to my GoFundMe because that's going to be a quick cash, whereas Patreon will be every month, and I don't know if that will come in at the right time. About money, how to get insurance to pay for your surgeries. Now, there's a lot of people that already know that a lot of the rules and laws nowadays actually state that you can get your surgeries paid for using Medicaid, whatever. A lot of the insurances now will cover up the surgery because it is like more of a mandatory surgery for those that have gender dysphoria. It's the main surgery. It's the surgery to help you the ultimate goal, basically. Usually, those are ones that are very much covered. So if anything, you really wouldn't have to have a big issue. Pick the right kind of insurances. Usually Medicaids can help out with that stuff, but make sure you pick your insurances right. Also, because a lot of people don't understand how insurances can actually pay for literally everything you go through. Now, don't quote me on this because there are some countries that I don't know nothing about. This is mainly for the people in the US. If you live in the UK and all that stuff, I cannot speak for you. If you live in a state in the US, it's very strict when it comes to rules with gender dysphoria stuff, then I can't say anything for you. But this is for the people that are way open, people that think, oh, I'm going to have to pay thousands of dollars to pay for this surgery. If you have the money for it, I strongly recommend you use your money for it. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. At the end of the day, if you can get these surgeries paid for by insurance, why not save yourself money? A lot of people that are trans in the community they really don't have much money. They don't have much jobs. The unemployment rate for trans people is very high. The discrimination in the workplace is very high for trans people. So you can imagine that there's not a lot of trans people that are very rich out there. And to get a surgery just to be happy, I think it should be covered by insurances because these surgeries aren't to look good, they're to feel better about yourself. I can't say every single trans person goes for these surgeries for the determination of feeling good, more so of being freaking, okay, I want big boobs, and because I've seen some trans people that have like really big boobs and really big butt, and I'm like, girl, that's a little too much. That's when it comes into more sort of a cosmetic realm, whereas I think enhancing the parts that you have there or the different features you have on your body is more of a confirmation surgery. Look at it like this. Most of these surgeries are confirmation surgeries. Breast augmentation is a confirmation surgery because it gives you more of a figure of what a woman would have. Brazilian, more a cosmetic surgery, because there's a lot of trans women that can't get hips, that can't get a butt because of their genetics and because of basically being born as in biological males. It's hard to get hips, it's hard to get butts, even if you might be on hormones. For me, I worked really hard for what I had, and I just got lucky with the genes. FFS is a confirmation surgery because it helps you feel comfortable about yourself, because not everybody can put on makeup or goes through that facial fat redistribution in their face that makes them look way more feminine. Some people, it's much harder. So a lot of these surgeries, at the same point, they come into an effect, and they come into the umbrella of confirmation surgery. That's not the reason why you're gonna get it paid for. It's more so of the factor that it's gender dysphoria that's attacking you. Gender dysphoria, and I know a lot of trans people don't want to hear that being trans is a mental illness, but it's also an advantage that we have above a lot of other people. That, you know, having that label gender dysphoria shows doctors and shows specialists that we need help with this stuff, which is why we do get this stuff paid for. Hormones, getting a lot of different things paid for. That is your key concept in every single fight or in every single letter you're going to be sending to your surgeon or to your insurance. If, let's say, you get yourself into a situation where you have to fight for your surgery, it's always best to go over to your therapist and go over a letter that you guys can write that will be very well presented to a insurance company, because a lot of them want to hear, well, what's the seriousness of it? Are you gonna get it just because, are we gonna pay for your amusement, or are we gonna pay for your happiness in life and your comfortability in life? And you gotta show them that it's affecting you in so many ways. For instance, breast augmentation. Why do trans women need bigger breasts? Reality is, when you're about my age, breasts don't grow as fast. They don't grow as big. And since we are trans women, we tend to have wider rib cages, which means our boobs tend to be way more out here and more look like man titties in a way. That's not a confirmation of breasts. That's a confirmation of that's a trans woman because she has a very wide rib cage. Boobs give the illusion of having a smaller rib cage. That's the cool thing about it. Confirmation for FFS. You're getting female, you're reversing what testosterone and male-based puberty has done to your face. So therefore, you're confirming that your face is more passable. It makes you more comfortable in public, and you don't have to worry about everything. This is all mental stuff. This is all stuff that gets you to you. So it's going to affect you in your life. You gotta let them know that. Of course, SRS, of course, how would you want to go out in public and not have what you want? You feel like you should have. Now, not every trans person is obligated to get SRS. Not every trans person wants to get SRS. In my opinion, I don't know why they wouldn't, but I mean, there's a lot of different things like costs. There's different things like what is the effect and can you get it? Are you healthy enough to get it? All that stuff. So I can't say that everyone needs to get SRS. Brazilian butt lift. Some trans women just have literally no ass and no hips, and because they're, I guess you could say, cursed because of the fact that, like, you know, their body's not, you know, it's just not like that. And it's not like that, you know, their whole family has no hips. There's some trans women that just don't get hips, and they feel like they need to have that enhancement so that they can at least pass in society as the way that, in their heads or in their minds. It's not about what others feel, it's about how you feel. And I tell this to my doctors all the time. I say, it's not about how others see me, it's about how I see myself. Am I going to be really happy? Surgeries can cost a lot of money, and surgeries can cost nothing because you chose to do the smart way. Insurances are there for a reason. It's not about you trying to get people to pay for your surgeries. It's about you just trying to use what you have to your advantage. Because if you don't use it, why spend $100,000 worth of surgeries that most people cannot even afford when you could get it for free? Now, if you have all that money and you're doing good with money all the time, I strongly advise you use your money. You know, save the taxpayers' money. You know what I mean? But if you can't afford it, like people like me that are in poverty level, it is always best to get your way through it. If you need help, guys, I could always message you, talk to you guys about all kinds of stuff, and we can go over what can what options we can go for. I mean, even in your area, we could always try to see what would work for you guys. Disclaimer, this is not all gonna work. Most likely it will. So if you're having situations, just talk to your doctors and talk to your counselor about it. Talk to them, find a way, because there's always a way for insurances to pay for you. If you guys can, contact the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. They have a lot of, stuff that could help you guys out. A lot of people that work there that know their stuff. So yeah, I'll be leaving a link to them as well in the description, their Facebook and stuff like that, and their phone number. But until then, I hope you guys did take some of these tips as, tips, of course, helping advice that you don't have to pay for your surgery. You shouldn't have to. It's too much money. It's a lot of money. And if people are jealous because you're going to get your surgeries paid for by insurance, that's their deal. You know what I mean? Don't ever be worried that you have to ask for donations or whatever, because in this world, we could all help each other. But, I know I have some Charlotteers that have donated and gave quite a bit of their money, and I'm so thankful to you guys. You guys have made my day, and it's not just because you guys give me money. It's because money is something that actually, people need in this world to stay afloat when it comes to bills, when it comes to living expenses. If you don't have money, you're screwed. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of you guys have been supporting. Thank you so much. Like I said, GoFundMe will be linked in the description. I strongly recommend you guys go to my GoFundMe first because of the fact that money will come to me quicker than Patreon will, and of course YouTube, of course. Anyways, guys, I'm Mama Shiny, here's my Shiny Chairs, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next one. Bye.